Good afternoon, ani, and greetings. My name is Abby Daniel. My family comes from Esquimalt First Nation, and I'm a member of the Indigenous Student Service Team here at Mohawk College. I'd like to welcome you to the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe nations that we've gathered on today. To begin our ceremony, I would like to welcome the Spirit Vision drummers and dancers. We believe that the drum connects us to all things and is the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Today, we call upon this group to give thanks and to recognize the achievements of the graduates with an honor song. Miigwech. Please stand for the procession of the graduates and platform party.
Please be seated. Thank you to the Spirit Vision traditional Indigenous drummers and dancers. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paul Armstrong, and I am the Chief Operating Officer and Vice President Academic at Mohawk College. But more importantly, it's my honor to be the host of this afternoon's Convocation ceremony. Before we begin, I did want to acknowledge that Mohawk College is situated on the traditional territories of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabeg nations, within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement, and continues to be home for many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island. And I also wanted just to spend a few moments to give you a bit of the learning that I have done to understand, because if I'm going to be saying words like these and doing an acknowledgement and recognizing, I want to make sure that I really understand the history behind them and the significance. So in the acknowledgement, we refer to the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement, and at Mohawk College, you'll often hear us refer to the Two-Row Wampum Agreement. And you may be aware already of the symbolism around what wampum agreements are and what wampum belts are, which is really the documentation of the agreement. And so a wampum belt, if we think about the two-row, is a very intricate and detailed set of beads which have been moved and put together. And in the two-row wampum, you'll see there are rows of parallel purple and white. And it's really the significance of how the beads have been constructed. And it's that construction that really documents the agreement that was made, either between First Nations themselves, First Nations and settlers. And with regards to the two-row wampum, the parallel nature of the beads as they move along together and never cross over represent that there's an agreement to support each other and to share and to continue to promote each other's best interests, but to never interfere. And the fact that the beads never cross means that they would not impose their ways and their law on each other. And so thank you for giving me that time, and I just wanted to share a little bit of that history behind why we use those words when we speak and when we make the acknowledgement. Before I introduce our platform party, can you please stand and join us in the singing of our national anthem as performed by Colin Brennan from Mohawk College's music program.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Cato brace porte le paye, io se porte la croix. Tournis voi tu les Pompeies, te rubrions exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Colin. Please be seated. Convocation is a special celebration for all in attendance. We ask that you please stay at your seat until the entire ceremony is complete, and we're really going to try to please help ensure your cell phone is turned to the silent setting. We're going to make it. One of these convocations, we will make it. Now that we're ready with that, I am proud to declare that this convocation ceremony is open. Convocation is a time to celebrate the hard work and the dedication that brought you to this moment, and to look forward to the many opportunities that lie ahead for you, a future-ready Mohawk graduate, and to thank your family and friends who supported you through this important stage of the journey. It is also time to thank those who helped you realize and achieve your goal. Your faculty have been partners throughout your entire educational journey. Faculty, please stand to be recognized and remain standing. Next, I would like to recognize our staff, alumni, and union representatives who are joining us today. Please stand to be recognized. I would now like to introduce the front row of our platform party. Please hold your applause until the end of the introductions. David Santee, Interim Dean, Marshall School of Skilled Trades and Apprenticeship. Ashik, Mohawk Students Association President. Louis Liam Bruni, Past Distinguished Fellow. Tony Valeri, Past Distinguished Fellow. Sean Donnelly, Distinguished Fellow. Ron McCurley, President and CEO. Tracy Richardson, Board of Governors. Dr. Siebert Adamson, Vice President, Students International and Alumni. And Katie Burrows, Registrar and Senior Director, Strategic Enrollment Management. Audience, please join me in congratulating your entire platform party. I'm now pleased to introduce Wendy Mackey from the Mohawk Alumni Association to come forward and welcome our new graduates as alumni members.
Thank you, Paul. Good afternoon, and congratulations, class of 2022. As you walk across the stage today, I'll proudly welcome you to the Mohawk Alumni family, a large family with over 140,000 members. It was through your hard work and persistence that you've reached this moment today. During your time at Mohawk, you've made memories and connections that will last a lifetime. I encourage you to stay in touch with the people that you've met here and to continue to build on the relationships that you've begun. Throughout your life and career path, the Mohawk Alumni Association will help to serve as a direct link to fellow graduates and the college. You have an open invitation to come back to visit the campus, attend alumni events, and stay connected in person and online. I invite you to have a look at your alumni benefits booklet, which you will receive following today's ceremony. You'll discover the many ways the Alumni Association strives to help you benefit, connect, and succeed in your life beyond college. Today, I will be at the side of the stage to present you with your alumni pin. My hope is that you will wear it with pride and as a symbol of the solid education that you will carry with you as you head out into the world. Once again, on behalf of the Alumni Association, we welcome you to the privileges, honors, and opportunities that being an alumni member represents, and we look forward to supporting you throughout your career and your life. Congratulations.
Thank you, Wendy. Please join me in welcoming Katie Burrows, Registrar, to recommend our Special Recognition Award.
Thank you, Paul. President McCurley, it is my privilege to present you with a candidate for an award of distinction. In particular, I am recommending a candidate be awarded as Distinguished Fellow of Mohawk College. This honor is proposed in recognition of community leadership. I am pleased to introduce Sean Donnelly to be recognized at today's convocation as a Distinguished Fellow recipient. Sean, could you please join me at the podium? Sean Donnelly retired from ArcelorMittal Dofasco in 2021 as President and CEO. Throughout his 40-year career with Dofasco, Sean held several senior positions in the technology, manufacturing, and commercial areas of the company. He also served on the Global Management Committee of ArcelorMittal. Sean has served on several boards of steel industry associations, including chair of the Canadian Steel Producers Association and director of the American Iron and Steel Institute. He also served as a member of McMaster University's Board of Governors for 7 years and is currently on the Board of Directors for Electro Utilities. In 2015, Sean received the L.W. Schemilt Distinguished Alumni Award from McMaster University's Faculty of Engineering. Sean holds a Bachelor of Engineering in Metallurgy from McMaster University. President McCurley, Given Sean Donnelly's accomplishments, wisdom, and dedication to Mohawk College's community, I recommend that the Board of Governors bestows upon Sean Donnelly the award of Distinguished Fellow, Mohawk College, with all of its honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Sean and President McCurley, will you please join me now to acknowledge this honor by virtue of hooding? Congratulations, Sean. I now invite you to address Convocation as its honorary speaker.
Wow, you guys look good today. I'm glad it's a little cooler today than the last few days. So we'll get you out of here in due time so you can celebrate, and I'll help be part of that. So I want to thank Ron, I want to thank Katie and the entire Mohawk Board of Directors and leadership team for this recognition. I am truly honored. The continual evolving, long-standing partnership between Mohawk College and Dofasco is one to be recognized as world-class in every aspect, and one that is envied across all of Canada. Having two anchor institutions in Hamilton work so cooperatively together has benefited both institutions and the greater Hamilton area and its citizens for the past decades, and hopefully for decades to come. So, good afternoon, graduates, your families, and your friends. I'm extremely proud to be giving this address today as a nearly 40-year resident of this area in Stony Creek and a proud supporter of Mohawk College, both professionally and personally. Please accept my heartfelt congratulations on your achievements. You are graduating from Mohawk College, one of the best academic institutions in Canada. Be proud of your education. You will carry it with you forever, and no one can ever take it away from you. You've earned that right. Each of you has had to endure and succeed, not only through the educational process, but also faced with a global pandemic over the past 2 years, challenges that many of us have never faced in our early lives. You have succeeded, and it is these successes that give you the resilience to be successful in the future. I recall as a young graduate employee many years ago at Dofasco in 1982 being laid off during a global recession. There I was, a new degree, just married, and jobless. I had several jobs over the next few years and eventually returned to Dofasco where things worked out pretty well. So as life deals you blows, and it will, just recall the resilience you have already demonstrated and how you have triumphed and succeeded in the most difficult of times. You are entering the workforce at a time when opportunities abound, with rapidly evolving technologies, us baby boomers retiring, and with a more equal, diverse, and inclusive social conscience in society, you are extremely well positioned for success. And your education doesn't end today with this convocation. Please continue to educate yourself through whatever means and whichever passions you choose. Education truly is a lifelong endeavor. So again, congratulations to each of you on your achievements recognized at this convocation. Go celebrate with pride with your family, friends, and colleagues who have supported you throughout your time at Mohawk. And just remember, success only comes before work in the dictionary. Good luck to you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sean. We're honored to be able to count you as a distinguished fellow of Mohawk College and continue to appreciate all the leadership and support from you and the entire Dofasco team for, as you said, very successful partnership for many, many years and hopefully many more to come. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Ashik, President of the Mohawk Students Association, to bring greetings to the graduating class.
Good afternoon, grads. Congratulations. My name is Ashik, the President of Mohawk Students Association. On behalf of the MSA, let me congratulate all of you for this great accomplishment. I know you have invested a significant amount of time and effort into completing your education at Mohawk. Looking back at your journey, you should be proud of yourself for what you have achieved. I'm confident that Mohawk College has prepared you with these essential tools for a smooth transition from a student to the person you want to become in the future. But remember, graduating from the college does not mean you need to stop learning. Speaking of my personal experience, from a business graduate to my current role as the president of the MSA, every day is different and of different learning experiences. Whether you are beginning your career or continuing your education, the future will be full of surprises. Grads, raise your hands if you thought that you're never going to make it to your graduation, but you still made it. There we go. I'm not alone. Okay, all right. So I want you all to know that moving forward in your life, there will be days you feel low. There will be days you get rejected applying for your dream job. And there will be days you feel like I'm tired and this is it. But grads, remember, Rome was not built in one day and it took 1,000 light bulbs for Thomas Edison to invent just one. So never stop trying, never stop dreaming. Most of all, believe in your strengths. Believe in you. Be proud of who you are and remember how many demons you fought to be here today for your graduation. Let that spirit be with you for the rest of your life to fight all the barriers you face on your upcoming journey called life. Treat each of the good and the bad moments as a valuable experience. Every obstacle you face will be a lesson that will make you a stronger person. And wherever you go in life, always be your authentic self and avoid comparing yourself to others, because everyone has a different phase of time. It might take some time for you to understand your true passion, but be patient, and most of all, enjoy the journey. No matter what happens, I'm confident that you will achieve your dreams. You have made us very proud. I wish you nothing but the very best for your future. Let me conclude my words by a quote from Winston Churchill. Now, this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Ashik. You and the Mohawk Students Association are tremendous partners and supporters of all of our students. It's now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Ron McCurley, President and CEO of Mohawk College, who will now address Convocation.
Well, thank you very much, Paul. Good afternoon, everyone. In a moment, I'll turn my attention to the graduates, but before I do that, let me just offer a very warm welcome to all of the family and friends of the graduates, both those that are here in the auditorium this afternoon, as well as those that are watching live stream. Well, we are very delighted that you have all joined us for this very special occasion. Thank you for being here. To the graduates, welcome. I don't know about you, but I am very excited that we are doing this in person. So how about you? Are you excited to be here in person? Seriously? That's the best you can do? Are you excited to be here in person? Much better. I do want to take the opportunity right up front to congratulate you on reaching this milestone, getting to your graduation day, despite all of the challenges that you have faced in your studies and despite the many serious distractions that COVID-19 has placed on your lives. You have my sincere admiration. No other class in Mohawk College history has ever faced what you have had to face during your college careers, and you've proven that you are flexible, that you are creative, and that you are determined. And the character traits that you have developed during your time at Mohawk are going to serve you very well in your careers and in your life. You know, today, with society opening up again and a new credential in your hands, you can proudly turn the page on this chapter of your life and start writing a new one. But before you do, before you put any ink on that fresh page, I would like to offer you some writing tips for life. Well, I'm in my 60s now, and I'm a few chapters ahead of all of you. And today I'd like to share 3 important lessons that I've learned along the way. First, before you start a new chapter, think about how you want your story to end. Then, Make sure that your story includes other people, people who are meaningful in your life. And third, it's really important that you are prepared for some plot twists along the way. Well, describing life as an open book isn't a new idea, but I think it applies very well at this time of your graduation. Actors like Neil Patrick Harris and Daniel Radcliffe have said that they wanted to turn a new page in life. And Canadian musician The Weeknd has said that his albums mark new chapters in his life. And even country singer Brad Paisley wrote in a social media post, "Tomorrow is the first blank page in a 365-page book, so make it a good one." Apparently, more than 10 million followers got that message on social media, and maybe you were one of them. Well, those are modern examples, but this is really a pretty old idea, actually. The Roman philosopher Seneca said it in a way that has been repeated over and over and over again. He said, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." It's an idea full of promise, potential, and hope. Graduates, I trust you're feeling that way today. You should be. My first word of advice, whether you're starting a new career or transitioning into a second career or even taking a pathway to more education, is take some time now to decide how you want your story to turn out. Don't let the story write itself. Write your next chapter in a way that will lead you to your goals. How do you want the end of the story to read? I hope that the ending you choose isn't dominated by superficial things like money or a luxury vehicle or a big home. Instead, focus on the really important things. When you look back on the story of your life, years from now, how do you want to see yourself? Were you kind, generous, thoughtful? Were you giving, honest, and fair? Did you live your life with integrity? Or better yet, if someone else picks up the book of your life years from now, how would they describe you? Were you trustworthy, a leader, a mentor? Were you a peacemaker in what has become a very polarized society? Will the example of your life inspire others? Well, those questions lead me to my second piece of advice, which is, don't be so focused on your own life that you ignore or dismiss others. Remember to look around you. Look around the world with curiosity. Listen to all the voices around you, not just the voices that you know you already agree with. Include people in your life who support you, of course, but also seek out a diversity of perspectives. Include people who challenge you, mentor you, maybe have a different view on life than you do. A book with characters who are all the same is generally unremarkable and totally forgettable. Events and people will provide color to your life, add excitement and disappointment, and advance the plot. So don't get so caught up in your individual story that you forget the people who support you and help you develop, learn, and grow. It's those kinds of people who helped you get this far. Family, loved ones, friends, teachers, coaches, college professors. Some of them are here with you now, so thank them and make sure you continue to make room for them in your life. Well, my last point is probably obvious to you since you students have managed to navigate a college education during a pandemic. And that is be flexible enough to respond to the plot twists in your life story. Be open to changing the narrative. When opportunities present themselves, don't be afraid to pursue them. If I look back on my own life, I can see how different opportunities shaped who I am today. When I was a teenager growing up in London, Ontario, I had a student job with a small business. Tragedy struck the owner's family, and there was no one able to keep the business going. I was going to be out of a good part-time job, and the company would be gone. But I knew how the business operated, and my father encouraged me to consider the opportunity, and at 17 years old, I started running the business nights and weekends. I saw the opportunity and turned a potential job loss into a business that I was able to operate for the next 20 years while I pursued my education, my career, and started a family. Looking back, that chapter of my life shaped my career, including 25 years in corporate life, 9 years in senior public service, and the past 8 years as a college president. The playwright George Bernard Shaw said, "Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself." And as society recovers from the pandemic and labor shortages challenge companies, and the economy shifts to respond to climate change, there will be many, many great opportunities available to you. We need creative, innovative, and dedicated people like you. So take advantage of the opportunities that you see and create the story that you want to see unfold. Life presented a plot twist in my life, and I responded, and I encourage all of you to do the same. So remember, as you turn this page and start the next chapter of your life, think about how you want your story to turn out and create the storyline that will help get you there. Make sure you include good people around you to support you and guide you and add color and vibrancy and happiness to your life. And be ready to take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves so you can adjust to plot twists along the way. Well, as you move on in your life story, please keep this moment bookmarked. From time to time, come back to the chapter about your Mohawk College experience. Remember your training. Remember the friends that you've made. Remember us. And keep in touch through the Alumni Association so that we can remember you too. Thank you for making Mohawk a chapter in your life. We are very proud that you are part of the history of this great community college, and we can't wait to see how your story turns out. To the Mohawk College graduating class of 2022, congratulations and Godspeed.
Thank you, President McCurley. My name is Katie Burrows, and as registrar, it is my privilege to introduce the most important part of this ceremony. Graduates, it is now time for you to cross the stage and be admitted to the alumni of Mohawk College. As each person crosses the stage, their status as a Mohawk College graduate will be acknowledged with a Leary pipe, a medieval European symbol of academic achievement dating back to the 8th century. Awarding each graduate a Leary pipe highlights the achievement of excellence according to each student's chosen program and symbolizes that they are joining the international community of scholars. Chief Operating Officer and Vice President Academic Paul Armstrong will place the Mohawk Leary pipe on the graduate's left shoulder, and they will then be congratulated by President McCurley. Convocation is always a time of celebration for our graduates and their families, and we encourage you all to applaud and acknowledge your graduate as they cross the stage. Il me fait plaisir de souhaiter la bienvenue aux membres de la communauté francophone. La collation de grade est le moment idéal pour célébrer les exploits des diplômés, et je vous encourage d'applaudir lorsque vos diplômés traversera l'estrade. President McCurley, I now have the honor of presenting the candidates for graduation. The graduates have successfully completed the curriculum of their chosen program as required by the Mohawk Board of Governors and have been recommended to be awarded their certificates and diplomas in recognition of their academic accomplishment. Therefore, I recommend that you confer their certificates and diplomas with all of the honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and on behalf of those graduates not here today, I further request that their certificates and diplomas be conferred on them in absentia. Thank you.
Construction Engineering Technician, Building Renovation, Brandon Bastasin. Silas Betts. Sean Copeland. Yusuf Fike. Farhan, honors. Hunter Haladish. Cash Kunvaseth. Mark Lessard, honors. Joel Matthews. Jason Pasos Gomez, honors. Liam Plashka. Troy Reimer. Rebecca Smith, honors. Gaetano Vaccarella. Benjamin Ward. Jake Williams. Kayla Woods, honors. Kevin Zapata, honors. Construction Techniques, Olivia Brindle, honors. Mohammed Dalal. Construction Techniques, Plumbing, Gianluca Amatangelo. Mike Clarizio, honors. Marcus Alexander de Cesare. Kai Hindersman. Matthias Kozlaskis. Ehsan Monzavepor, honors. Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning Techniques, Xavier Brown. Christian Gabriel Denisio. Michael Donald. Zachary Hancock, honors. Skylar Harrison, honors. Dawson Holdsworth. Tyson Marcoux. Lisa White, honors. Manufacturing Engineering Technician, Automation, Nicholas Adams. Sebastian Barham. Mohammed Ben Khadra. Jacob Bernard. Pranav Parashkumar Bhatt. Timothy Bond, honors. Carter Cake. Varun Vijaya Kumar, honors. Arthur John Coquell. Evan Collins. Derek Cuthbert. Christian Elizondo. Scott Evans, honors. Matthew Fisher, honors. Lucas Gall. Luke Harris. Mason Henderson. Mohammed Ishraq. Dennis Job, honors. Shane Johnson. Himanshu Naresh Kumar Pandya. Dineshbhai Rupshibhai Patel, honors. Jainil Narendra Kumar Patel. Rushab Shurashbhai Patel. Sunny Pravinbhai Patel, honors. Corey Perry. Anthony Persia. Ashutosh Devendrabhai Prajapati. Clark Reddick. Owen Schweier Marigold. Colin Squires, honors. Peter Tam. Power Engineering Techniques, third class, Nicholas D. Tomaso. Electrical Engineering Technician, Power, Mitchell Anderson. Anthony Bertrand. Dylan Buckner. Blake Bonacorso. Ian Boyd Semenek. Brenton Carvalho. Jacob Chino. Ian Denning. Alexandra Donnelly. Cameron Drummond. Sydney Feldman. Vincent Gibson. Uladislav Kavalic. Cameron Litzkus. Liam Livingston. Brock Hello. Malith Sanchala Pereira, honors. Connor Ramsden. Andrew Rosman. Daryl Sandin Late. Carlos Sarmiento Velasco. Dylan Saunders. Tiyan Nitran. Thomas Ulrich, honors. Mechanical Technician, Elevating Devices, Andres DeRoche. Teki Fremusa. Carter Jameson. Liam Johnston. Anthony Madden, honors. Devin Flugbeil. George Sanchez. Oger Schleiman. Motive Power Fundamentals, Kais Al-Shalapi. Aaron Pride. Nicholas Wilhelmus. Motive Power Technician, Mateo Adams. Mohammed Asanowski. Hamdi Batiari. Ricardo Barrera Gonzalez. Ayub Belhassan. Cedric Cancino. Jiren Jake De Los Reyes. Kushkurt Singh Dillon. Michael Drummond. Axel Jan Franco Aguilar. Baljinder Singh Gill. Gustavo Gomez Valencia. Brian Harris. Tanish Jan. Sammy Jan Honors. Aaron Johnson. Curtis Khan. Harbjot Kela. Lucas Lynn Schoten. Shane Mastro Mateo. Chelsea Norbrus. Yash Pansaria. Jay Paskevich. Ryan Patrocinio. Stephen Pham. Adam Robinson Cook. Rohit Sandhu. Pankaj Sharma. Arshdeep Singh. Birkaran Singh. Parvinder Singh. Taranjit Singh. Peter Smith. Edwin Thomas. Spencer Thomas. Kevin Vinu. Sen Wong, honors. Walid Warich. Tudo Win. Zhao Wu. Mechanical Techniques, Cody Mallet. And the last graduate this afternoon is Tyler Wall.
Good afternoon. Before I deliver the charge today, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all of you. You see, in addition to serving on the Board of Governors, I also serve students as a student success advisor in the programs of Community, Social Services, and Justice Studies. And I just want to say how proud I am of all of you and for what you've accomplished and your success. But most importantly, you really should be proud of yourselves. On a day like today, there can never be too much applause. Okay, now we're down to business. As a member of the Board of Governors of Mohawk College of Applied Arts and Technology, and on behalf of the entire board, I have the honor of admitting today's graduates to Mohawk College's alumni community. We are proud of what you've accomplished, and we look forward to seeing what you'll contribute as highly skilled and future-ready Mohawk graduates. And now you will be welcomed into the alumni community of graduates of Ontario Colleges of Applied Arts and Technology, an honor bestowed only upon those who have met high standards of conduct and learning. Graduates, at this time, we ask that you please stand if you're able to do so. In the name of Mohawk College of Applied Arts and Technology, I hereby charge you to safeguard the dignity and ethics of our community, cultivate the spirit of inquiry and innovation, celebrate your role as a local and global citizen, maintain through study the fresh viewpoint expected in an age of rapid advancement, and contribute in all these ways to society in order that the dignity of humankind through you may be constantly reaffirmed. Scientia opus omnium. Knowledge is the work of all. Congratulations, graduates. Please be seated.
Congratulations again to the entire graduating class of 2022. I would ask that you please join me in thanking the musicians for providing today's music. The Steel City Brass Collective, who are all Mohawk College alumni under the leadership of Mohawk faculty member Dusty McCallie. We would also like to thank the voice behind the curtain who introduced each graduate by name, broadcast media alumni Chris May. Graduate self-serve photo booths are available for you, your family, and your friends to use following the ceremony behind the theater out this way in the C-Wing hallway. Audience, we would ask you please remain at your seats until all the graduates have left the theater. And now graduates, family, and friends, I declare that your convocation ceremony is closed.